So here in Moodle, we're going to have a look at how we can combine different grade items into one weighted topic. So we're going to come into our grades here and we are going to jump into our gradebook setup. So what we have here is 4 different items, our personal journal and these 3 reflective items that we want to wrap into a single weighted item. So we want them all to be worth 10%. So you can see from my other items that I have here, my final exam, which is worth 40, the field trip, which is worth 40, and then the case study at the bottom here is worth 10%. Those add up to 90. I want all of these 4 items, personal journal, reflective 1, 2, and 3, to all add up to 10%. So what I need to do is come in and add a grade category, and we'll call this journal and reflections, and we will give it a maximum grade of 10, and then we'll hit save changes. And at the moment, the weight of this will be 0. So what we can do here is we can either click the little up and down arrow and move each of these journal and reflection items into the journal and reflections, or we can come across the right and we can select multiple items and then come to move selected items, and then we can move those all into journal and reflections in one go. So now you can see I've moved those reflective 1, 2, and 3 into there, and when I was moving the personal journal, I forgot to hit save changes, so I didn't actually save that move that I did. So I'll move that back down, and we can also readjust the order of these if we want to, so they're in the right order, and we can move this up. We want this to be above the case study, just in terms of the order that those are in. So now we have the journal reflection still worth 0, so we're going to type in a 10 there, and we will type in 1 for the personal journal itself. So these 4 items will all have an equal weight within that 10%, so effectively 2.5% for each of those items. And the important thing here is that everything adds up to 100. So I've got 40, 80, 90, and 100 as my weights for my overall items. So I'll hit save changes, and that will now be reflected in the student grades. So everything adds up to 100. We have those 4 items within this grade category, and that is where my weight of 10 is held for these 4 items. Hope this is helpful. If you do have any questions, then please do get in touch.